Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. All traders. Hope you guys are good. Today is Monday and I want to go to work. However, before I go, I thought I should leave a video with you guys. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you a very simple and very easy strategy that I discovered, and I hope that you guys take advantage of this strategy. It is going to be one that is going to help you guys, similar to the alchemist, but yeah, it is similar, but it is not the one. So it is the strategy is simple. You combine support and resistance with demand and supply, then top down analysis. Only those three things. Very simple and straight to the point. So it is the strategy I'm going to be teaching you guys today. If you have not learned any trading strategy as of yet, maybe this one can be a good strategy for you guys. So without further ado, you guys, you have to subscribe to the channel. Yes, you have to subscribe to the channel, because we are at 690 subscribers, so we're approaching 700 subscribers. Guys who are watching without subscribing, we are coming for you. So subscribe to the channel, and also whenever you watch my videos and find value out of them, kindly don't forget to do what, and to like whichever content that I'm giving you. So this is a one-off that I'm going to be taking you through. Subscribe and let's go straight to the video. So now I have this is AUDUSD, and this is the daily time frame. If you notice, guys, I don't have the weekly time frame because I want to lean myself more of the daily to the 1 hour. The only time frame I'm missing, and I told you I'm going to subscribe and get it, is the 6 hour time frame. I want to subscribe for Trading View Premium and get the 6 hour time frame, because I found a lot of supply and demand zones happen on the 6 hour time frame. So let us proceed. So this is AUDUSD, and this is the daily time frame. What do you see? I told you we are combining support and resistance with demand and supply. You can also include some little top-down analysis for clarity. So what do you see on AUDUSD? You can clearly see a market that was going up. However, I want you to focus. Let me use this box tool. Where is it? It is here. I want you to focus on this range here. I want you to focus on that range here, and then the range up here, the one that I've drawn. Good. So now what do you see? You see that market was going up. However, before you just ignore the things on the left, price tapped here, then made a high, then came back from this same zone, and then made a very long wick to the downside, which was a liquidity sweep, then closed as a bullish candle. And look at the flow to the upside. 1 2 3 4 candles to the upside. After reaching here, it dropped down. Now this is where we become interested. After reaching here, it dropped down, making a resistance. Remember, there is a support here and there is a resistance up here. So after reaching here, it dropped down here, then went back to this level and dropped down. Now this is a very strong resistance. Remember, this is the daily time frame. Price had retested once, dropped, second, dropped. Now when it comes the third time, this is now where we're interested. We are looking for a trigger to show us that we are selling, and it makes a hammer or this indecision candle. Immediately it does that, we enter and put stop losses above. Price will flow up to the next support level, because this is where the buyers came in and were strong. So when price reaches here, we are waiting for a trigger, which is any indecision candle. The moment you are given this indecision candle, you become interested to buy again. targeting the previous high. Price bought up to around here. Again, it dropped. After dropping, came back to the zone and gave you this pin bar. After giving you the pin bar, this you entered and put stop losses slightly below. Look at the move to the upside. Now, that is not the main gist because you're not going to be entering on the daily time frame. So what do you do in this case? After price has clocked here and given you a pin bar, you're going to drop down to your smaller time frames. Smaller time frames like the 4-hour, and start looking for entries. Now, how are you going to be looking for entries? You're going to be looking for entries through supply and demand. You see, there's a supply zone here. Though price did not tap into the zone very well, but there was a zone here. Price tried to reach the zone. So no, okay, let me check. You check on the this one was tapped in. This is the 3-hour. There's a supply zone here, so mark it very well. Price came, retested into the zone, and then dropped. Look at the drop to the downside. Then came, formed a drop, a base, a drop, breaking this previous structure. Again, price retested from the zone and dropped. The moment it reached here, you're supposed to be out. Good. So now I've shown you that up to this support zone. Now I want you to come back to the daily. I'm going to show you, if you master this trading strategy, it's going to be good for you. You see, now this is the daily. So the moment we come to this zone, you're looking for buys. But how do you want to buy? You want to see an indecision kind of any kind, any nature. So we have this one here. This is the hanging man, but the inverted one. So you just mark it. This is where you're supposed to enter from. So you mark it, come back to the lower time frames where you're supposed to get your entries. So come to the 3-hour. Let me see if we have on the 2-hour. 3-hour it is there, but I just want to confirm if we have on the 2-hour. Yes, even on the 2-hour is there. Now what do we have on the 2-hour? I think on the 3-hour it is better. What do we have on the 3-hour? The moment you saw that indecision candle, price started going up, but giving you demand zones. So this is an indecision candle. This is 3-hour. So 3-hour goes into 24 hours. How many? That is how many? 8? Yes, 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is the indecision candle. It stops here. So the moment this one opens, it opens and makes a rally, a base, a rally, breaking the previous structure, leaving a demand zone here. So you just mark that zone. Remember, we have already tapped the daily support. So the daily support is in control. We are sending price to the upside. So price came, retested into this demand zone, and then immediately started buying. Again, it left here another zone, a rally, a base, a rally, another zone here. Tapped into the zone, went up to this side here. However, this one was retraced, taken out, and then it proceeded to the upside. So now, when price reaches here and makes a double top, it is a sign that we might be going down. This is not a guarantee that we shall go down, but it is a sign that we might be going down. So that one is for the buys. So after price retraced to the downside, let's go back to the daily. I know this is confusing, but you give it time, we'll watch it again, you'll understand it better. So when we came back to the daily, we made another indecision candle, which is a pin bar. And it doesn't matter which color of the candle, as long as it is an indecision candle. This is a pin bar. So after making this indecision candle, you're supposed to enter from here, put stop losses below. However, if you don't have a big account, you come to the lower time frames and start looking for where to enter from. So when you came to the lower time frame, we even saw a demand zone on this end that price retested from, a demand zone here that price retested from. So after you came, this is the 4 hours, so they're supposed to be 6 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you're supposed to enter from here and put your stop losses slightly below. Look at the move away after 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at the move away. Very good. Started going up, created a demand zone here, did not come back to retest. Then created another one here, did not come back to retest. There is no any, I think this one, if you come to the 2 hour, you can find a zone there. There is no zone there. This one, the demand zone was too big, so there is no zone there. Let me see on the 1 hour. There was no zone, so price created one here. Created one here, but you're supposed to mark all the candles then in order to get this zone. Then price started going up. So now guys, what happens is your direction is determined on the daily. The direction of the market is determined on the daily. How do you determine the direction of the market? Ask yourself, has the daily, has the price action, the daily, contacted the daily demand zone or the daily support or resistance? If it is the daily demand zone that has been contacted, then you're looking for all buys, the daily support or the daily demand zone. You're looking for all buys into the next resistance or the next supply zone, the next daily resistance or the next daily supply zone. This strategy is going to be a very good one for you. If you really indeed follow it, it's going to be a good one for you. Why do I say so? Because it is very simple. You just have to identify your daily demand zone, one, or supply or daily supply zone or demand zone, or support and resistance. After, you know that you're trading from the daily support to the daily resistance. So what did you do? You drop down to the 4 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 1 hour, and look for your demand and supply zones that are heading in the direction of what you're trading into. For example, if the daily demand is contacted or the daily support in this case has been contacted, you are looking for buys on the 4 hour, 3 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, heading to the daily resistance or daily supply zone. So people who have been crying, I don't know how to identify the direction of the market, I've given you a gist. Straight to the point. The daily support, the moment it is contacted and you know there is a sign that we are going up. How do you know that a sign we are going up? This indecision candle here gives you the sign that we might be heading up. So now immediately you see that indecision candle at the daily support or the daily resistance or the daily demand zone. Just go to the 4 hour, 3 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour and start looking for trades towards that direction, setups towards that direction. I hope we are together up to that. So now this is USD and this is the current market. So you see this was the previous support. Let me just remove this. And guys, just watch this video carefully. You're going to get a strategy that you're going to be using for the rest of the time you're going to be trading. That is for those ones who do not have a clear strategy. So I'm giving you a full strategy. So this was a resistance. Then later price came and broke this resistance to make another high. But after breaking the resistance, or before breaking the resistance, we have here a rally, a base, a rally, an indecision candle in the middle, and then a rally to the upside, giving us a clear demand zone at a place of previous resistance that has turned into support. So what do you want to see here? You want this daily candle that has opened today Monday to close as an indecision candle of any kind. If it closes like this, this is where I would prefer it to be, because if it closes like this, this is an indecision candle that we call a hammer, a very huge wick to the downside, meaning they took liquidity here and the buyers pushed price up to here. So meaning chances are highway are going up. This is where I will be interested to enter from here and then put stop losses below. However, it has not closed, so you'll have to wait for that candle to close. If it closes like that or slightly above, or a penny bar, any indecision candle, even if it is like this one, it means that we are heading to the upside here. Now there is when you drop down to the 4 hour, 3 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes to find for demand zones that take you up to this level here. I hope you're clear up to that. So now I'm going to be going to another pair and just show you an example before I quit. and this is BTC. So BTC, I want you to look at BTC very well, guys. You see, BTC was going up and then retraced a little bit. Guys, these zones are really holding. These ones are really holding. And these ones, I drew them some time back, but you can see that they are holding. Price reached here and it dropped. So that means they are really holding. And what I can tell you is one, the market respects some technical zones, but in most cases the market respects demand and supply, and also their support and resistance. So if you combine those two things, chances of you being wrong are going to be little. Now I want to show you something, and after I'm going to leave you with a trade. So this is what is happening. Price was dropping down. I want you to focus on this area. There's a demand zone here, rally, a base, a rally. Look at the good move away. So this indecision candle is our demand zone. So we shall just mark it like this here, and then stretch to this side like that. So price was dropping down, making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs into this demand zone, which also happens to be a place of support and resistance. This is a place of support. This was resistance, broken, turned into support, and then price went up. So price dropped into this demand zone. After dropping into this demand zone, what are you waiting for? You're waiting for an entry trigger, which can be like you see this hammer here or the indecision candle, but in this case you had how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the moment you got this indecision candle, that was your signal to enter. That was your signal for entry. So after you dropped it down to let me first mark the indecision candle. So that is the indecision candle I've marked. After this day closed, you dropped down to 4 hour, 3 hour, 2 hour to look for your entries. Good. So now after dropping down there, what do you see? You see that price came and then retraced to the downside here. After reaching here, it gave you this bullish engulfing candle with a demand zone here. So this was your entry. First entry, mark this demand zone very well, like that. After this candle closing above, you waited for price to come and tap you in like you tapped in here, and then you targeted the upside. But it does not end there. So you keep on following each demand zone that is created. You keep on buying, because where are we heading? We are coming here. So you keep on buying until when you hit this level up here. That is now when you do what? That is now when you stop. But you keep on buying. So on we shall come to the 2 hour and start looking for our buy setups, because we know the daily demand is in control or the daily support is in control. So we are only looking for buy zone. On the 2 hour, it even happened earlier here. It even happened earlier here. Price made a higher high, retested into this demand zone, she went up. You see, created here a good zone, but the wick was very long, so you would have used this one, I think, this one here, but the wick was long, so it went up. Let's continue. Then there's another zone here, rally, base, rally, created a zone. You would mark this indecision candles, price bought. Then we came to another zone here, rally, base, rally, price did not come back, and then there was another zone here, rally, base, rally, price came back, and you see it came back here, retested the zone. After retesting the zone, look at the buy from there, also came back here, drop, base, rally, breaking the previous structure up to here, price came back, retested from the zone, and reached the maximum. After reaching this support and resistance, it made a double top. This is one top, the second top. After making this double top, you knew it was going down, and there was nothing to do because we had contacted the daily support, daily resistance. So you're supposed to be out of that trade. So now, how many trades would have we captured here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would have captured 4 setups here. You're not looking for any sales because the direction has told you we are going up. Whatever happens, you're looking for only buys. So we'd have captured around 5 trades here. And with Bitcoin, you know what that means with Bitcoin. So after we contacted the daily supply zone, which is here, which also happens to be the daily resistance, it tapped into, respected the zone very well, and look at the drop. So far it has dropped how many pips? It has dropped 400 pips. Now this is the gist. This is the gist, guys. Let me just remove this. This is the gist. What is the future of Bitcoin, or what do I think about Bitcoin? This is the trade I told you I'm going to give you. So this is Bitcoin. You see, there's a demand zone here. A rally, a base, a rally. Very good move to the upside. That contact the supply zone, we have come to retest into the demand zone. And this happens not only to be the demand zone, it is the right shoulder of this Bitcoin. You can see, guys, this is a left shoulder, this is a head, this is a right shoulder. If I can put for you the line chart, that is a right shoulder. So this is the signal that I'm giving you today. If you watch this video early, buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin is here. So your stop loss are going to be slightly below there. Your take profit is here. That is 1:2. You're targeting 480 pips, guys. So if you're not into this trade, kindly find ways of buying a Bitcoin. However, since this one is the daily, you can wait to enter. Price is going to sit inside here very well and give us any indecision candle that we get from this zone. You buy. You can enter right now, it is okay, but knowing the nature of Bitcoin, and this is the daily time frame, we have to wait up to tomorrow or Wednesday. Tomorrow can give us an indecision candle and then we enter on Wednesday, or we can enter now, but the stop loss should be enough to accommodate the volatility of Bitcoin. However, this is a head and a shoulder. You can see it very clearly. Bitcoin has made a head and shoulder on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, guys. And there is also, this is a demand zone. We are buying Bitcoin. We are buying Bitcoin. When you come to this one, there is also the zone is there. This is a demand zone here. Rally, base, rally. So Bitcoin has given us a head and shoulder. Even on the 4-hour, it is there. This is a shoulder, this is a shoulder, this is a shoulder. Then down here you have a head, and then that's the same thing that happened here, by the way. This is a shoulder, this is a shoulder. Price resisted from the demand zone of that shoulder and shot up. So we are doing the same thing here. So what you're waiting is the daily candle. I know it is still going to tap into this zone, settle in it very well. We are waiting for any indecision candle that we are going to get here. I don't expect Bitcoin to reach down here. However, if it reaches down here, I'm ready for it, but it will buy from here. So any decision candle that buys from here, that shows from here, we enter for a buy up to here, 500 pips. And that is all, guys. I think that is all for today. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed, and also don't forget to always like the video if you learn something about it, because I'll give you premium content. This is a best strategy, guys. Very good. Combine support and resistance with demand and supply, then involve a little top-down analysis. You're going to get very accurate trades, because you're going to be trading with the trends. 2, you're going to be trading with the big players in the market, because the market respects support and resistance with demand and supply. So that is all, guys. Subscribe to the channel and also like the video. Have a blessed day.